All right, we are finally here, guys. Honestly, I didn't want to do like a YouTube video, but because I did, a nice little video for Fair Island, and obviously these are all memories for me, for my future self. But we're in Italy right now, in the Dolomites, and it's like one of those places where, um, I've like there's certain places that I really want to see in the world, and Dolomites was always one of those places that like I've always said I need to come see what it's like these mountains are about, and obviously Faroe Island was like just like a turning point for me in my life. Like it just gave me a different perspective of like what I wanted in life, and I always find that these trips really helps me with um, narrowing down my purpose. And obviously, when you do solo traveling, it's a lot different than when you're traveling with friends. And I have so much respect for people that tries to do it alone, because when you're doing it with your friends is you're not being you, and you're also not figuring out um, like you have to figure it out, and you're obviously in a new country and you're by yourself, and it makes you kind of go out of your comfort zone. And that's why I say, like, when you're traveling with a friend, you're not being you. You're putting out this image that, you know, either you're trying to fit in, you're not making your own decision because, there's a lot of opinion in the friend group, and there's one person that's very organized and one person that's not. So it's like one person doing all the work for you in terms of like planning stuff, and like it's a lot different when you are doing it alone. So if you can solo travel, do it. Obviously, I like it, just because I'm a photographer, so it's a lot easier for me to just go at my own pace. Um, to be fair, like right now, I'm still in the hotel, and it's about 12 ish. And I know for some reason, if I was to travel with friends, we'd be going out for breakfast or whatever. There is a breakfast here, um, but my plan was to kind of just relax today, just because I did have an 11-hour layover, and I wanted to just kind of relax and make sure that my body had some good sleep today. Did a little bit of work, got some business done. As much as I hate doing business on trips, I still have to because I have businesses to run. And I'm gonna catch the sunset tonight at Alp de Suisse. Just very chill day, and then tomorrow we'll start getting into it onto like the bigger hikes and stuff. My sister will be joining me on July 5th, so in 5 days. And yeah, I hope that she's able to get to her hotel. Yeah, it was like the drive was pretty smooth, I will say, but there was still some stuff that like had to figure it out. You know, um, and yeah, today I have to go take a video of my rental car because I didn't do that the first day, but it was kind of hard to take a video in the garage space because it was super dark. But I'm gonna take a video of my rental car, just because that's one of the things you have to do when you having a rental car, just because then they could charge you on some like bullshit later, that you like didn't do right. So I'm gonna go do that today. But we're gonna catch the sunset, and then yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Um, and honestly, like it's honestly everything that I've been kind of just doing on this trip is like it's just for me. Like um, I don't really care about. Um, I told myself I was gonna put this pressure on like taking the perfect picture, the perfect video. Um, I just remember at Faroe Island, like when I was shooting, I missed some key moments. Like while I was there, just because I was so focused on the camera. And actually, when I was in Switzerland, I was like at the top of a peak, and some guy was like, he saw my tripod, and he was like, "Are you taking a video of all this? Like this is so beautiful." And I was just like, "No, like no, sir. Like respectfully, I'm just trying to take it in the moment, just because like." You're not gonna go back to these places like back to back every year kind of thing. It's kind of one of those things where you come back every 4 or 5 years unless you really really like it. But I try to very just like soak it in and being present. Just because again, like we might not exist the next year. You know what I mean? Like I have to make sure that I'm just being present and taking it all in and all this work paid off. You know what I mean? All the work paid off, and it's funny because a lot of people like will be like, "Chap, like you're so lucky. Like, oh my gosh, I wish I had your job." And it's like you get to travel. It's like, bro, like there's a lot of thing that goes into me going to these places. And matter of fact, like if you were to like get hired at my job, you might not even travel at these places because a lot of these opportunity comes from just speaking French. Obviously I went to that trade show in France, so but there's a lot of thing that goes into it, like mentally, physically, and with work, it's like you get rewarded when you put in the work, and this is also why I'm traveling to France and I'm going to be flying to Cambodia in November because a lot of work has been done, and also very proud of myself that I did the work. Um, but also these trips reminds me that there's so much life outside of your low life, right? Like I think a lot of people, especially in Winnipeg, people are very very comfortable in that city, and everybody kind of thinks the same. We're just I think it's like a Canadian thing. People are just very comfortable in their life, and I don't like that. I like to take risks and live outside of the norm and just do me. Um, so yeah, that's kind of what I just want to say, and obviously it's posted on my channel, the fitness channel, and I think um, I still get DMs about people asking like if I still do fitness and stuff, and I mean, like for me, it's like I obviously miss it, and obviously this whole thing of me, you know, not being responsible for EHP Lab, it is kind of weird, but it's time to move on and achieve other things in life. So, um, yeah, I think obviously like I still like go to the gym and stuff, and I try to put my health. Like, a matter of fact, I did a hike in Switzerland for 8 hours, and my legs were cramping, and for like 6 days, I was feeling so much pains in my quad, and I think we take it for granted that, um, we get to afford a gym membership and wake up every day and be better and put your health first. And I think a lot of people don't put their health first. They put other priorities in their life, and health is wealth, in my opinion. Um, like I wouldn't be able to even travel if my leg wasn't functioning. For example, if I had bad cardio, or like people don't understand. Like it's a privilege to be able to go to the gym and yeah, work out and put your health first. And again, you don't have to go to the gym and go crazy. Like I think over the years I've actually put the gym not like a priority, but I've been listening more and more to my body. Where either I go to the gym like maybe 3 times a week because I have a lot of things to do with work, or I mean I try to go at least 4 to 5 times. But if I don't feel properly or I don't feel right, I don't go to the gym, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at least show up during the week, put in the work, and go home, eat healthy, drink water, and you're good. But to not go and think that your body's good, like and healthy, it's like okay, well, go and try to do an 8 hour hike, and you'll see how in shape you really are. And I'm not saying that to be like an asshole, but like you realize like, wow, like I need to be healthy to be able to explore the world or do things. You know what I mean? And a lot of people start very late when they are older, and it's like you're good, at least you're doing it, but it starts when you're young, and again, not overdoing it. Like a lot of people will do like 3 plates on bench for who? Who are you trying to do this for? The people in the gym or for yourself? Because long term wise, you're probably gonna get an injury, and it's just not worth it. Like I used to do that when I first started, like 4 plates deadlifts and stuff, and it's not worth it anymore unless you're trying to be a power lifter, um, or you're a bodybuilder, and even bodybuilding. It's like I was really big into that before because obviously I have the genetics, but it was just like, why? Why am I doing this? Like that was the bigger question, and because I'm not a personal coach, there's no point of me doing it. Although it would be a challenge, um, but again, I'm such a busy guy that like you have to put that sport first, and I can't do that. And matter of fact, I would probably, honestly, I would probably be okay in terms of like my environment and my surrounding. But a lot of people that do bodybuilding, they break relationships with friends and family because they're so self-centered. Um, and again, they have prep brain and stuff, but it's not an excuse to be like a total asshole. At the end of the day, we understand your headspace, and you have to understand that like we have to respect each other at the same time. And a lot of people that do bodybuilding, they're just complete assholes. And I'm not saying that like to point it out, like everybody does that, but like I just been around a lot of bodybuilders, and they're just like that. And I try to be very respectful of their space, but if you're not giving that respect back, it's like, dude, I don't want to be around you, and like I don't want to put myself in that shoes where like I'm pushing my best friends or family members away just because like I need to win. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, like winning in life comes with a lot of work, and thinking that you're gonna win your first show, it's like, dude, be realistic. You probably wouldn't unless again like elite genetics, love the sport, and you really like you're putting your everything to become a pro. You know what I mean? So we'll leave it at that. I just kind of want to just chit chat, and yeah, enjoy the video. There's gonna be a part two, but it's basically just like the intro, and then yeah, there'll be like a part two of everything I've seen, and then yeah, that will conclude the trip to Dolomite.